Hope you're all doing well. I know it's kind of early, at least where we live, but Arizona's not on daylight savings time, so most of you, it's an hour later regardless where you live. Well, it's not, that didn't make sense. But like Utah and Arizona are on the same time for 6 months of the year. And now it's an hour later in Utah. But I think it's about 6:30 a.m. and I'm just finishing up irrigating. And I'll show that on an upcoming video whenever Vicky gets that edited. I've actually been doing a little bit of videoing this morning already. I got up at 4 a.m. to check on irrigation and I haven't gone back to sleep, so I'm out here enjoying this beautiful morning. Good morning, Meg and Christine in Wisconsin, and Marianne and Jody and Beth and Denise. A lot of our faithful good friends are on right now, and you're like me, you got up early. So let me just show you real quick. If you notice the thumbnail, it's a beautiful picture of the goats by a pond of irrigation. But so we've had irrigation water coming down here from behind the house, and then once it gets to the bottom, it goes this way, and irrigation's going down right now. I'm about to wrap things up, but we have gotten watered pretty good, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. I do have a high spot right there that's not getting watered, so I wish I could figure that out better. I need to figure out how to get watered better right there. Then it comes down here and then comes across and then starts watering this field down here. And there you have it. Let's go look at some of what's going on. And like I say, I don't want to duplicate exactly what I showed in the video that I just videoed that will be coming up. The main reason I wanted to go live is because the other video, I don't know how soon Vicky will get it edited, and I wanted to wish everyone a happy Memorial Day. Especially to any of you that are veterans that have served our country. I want to tell you personally, thank you. We wouldn't enjoy the beautiful life we have if it wasn't for the sacrifice and service of those of you that have served our country. So thank you so much. Happy Memorial Day. Tell me what you're gonna do today. If you're getting to have a barbecue or spend time with family or whatever you're gonna do, that should be a reminder that we enjoy those privileges and opportunities because of those who have given their lives and served our country and served us. So happy Memorial Day. Hope you're all doing well. Like I say, I'm wrapping up irrigation and I'm feeding animals, and we got a surprise coming to the farm that you'll see on that other video too. Look at that little baby. We still haven't settled on a name, but that's partially because we're going to give our subscribers on Patreon or other social media platforms the ultimate say in what the baby's called. Meg's gonna go to her mom's later today after she finishes mowing the lawn. Pamela says, hit that like button. Thank you. John, the Beagle Dads, happy Memorial Day. Ty Cox was my father in the military. Yes, he was. He was in the Army and served in Vietnam. Let's see here. I'm looking at other comments. Good morning, Joyce and Beth. When does our son come home? 16 days from now. Not that I've checked, but 16 days from now. That's when he's going to be home. Well, guys, we may run across the freeway real quick. I took you there a day or two ago on a live when I was just getting ready for irrigation. But now that it's wrapping up, let's go see how it's doing. And in North Yorkshire, England, I love that we have people from all over the world that get on our channel. But look at how pretty this looks. Right after it waters, it just is a more brilliant green. The grass is coming in really nice. I'm super excited. I've made this kind of the goat, well, we call this the goat pasture because it's fenced so that I can put goats in it. But we're gonna purposefully leave horses off of it, at least most of the summer, until that grass gets really nice and established. But let's go check on the other side of the freeway as I'm wrapping things up. I know my farm truck has this terrible roof, but hey, it's a farm truck. We actually bought a newer truck to us. It's not new, it's used, but we bought us a newer truck and I love it, but I want to keep it nice, so the farm truck does farm work, and it's really, really good. Ty asks if Lex has officially been bred. It's a good question, Ty. I have not seen Striker, the young stallion, do his job, and I'm a little nervous about that. Just hoping that he's figured things out, or that he has enough testosterone and drive to make it happen. But so the answer is, if it's happened without me knowing. But okay, someone the other day said I needed to drive and not be looking at my phone, which I know that that's what you should do. You do need to understand, we live in a little town without any stoplights, and we live a little bit out of the little teeny town on a road that very seldom is there cars. So I'm not saying nothing could happen. I should be more cautious probably, but I am being careful. I do drive super slow. Ty's saying I should put my seatbelt on. Man. All right, guys. I will be, at least I'll keep one law. The interesting thing is I'm going 20 miles an hour on a road that I may never see one car between here and the other pasture, but that's okay. So what are your plans today for Memorial Day? And again, thank you if any of you are veterans out there. If you're a veteran, would you please tell us which branch of the military did you serve in? And if you were ever active in a conflict, a war. If I'm using the wrong terminology, I apologize. I definitely don't want to offend. I don't know how to say it correctly. I do know that I have a love for this country, and my parents instilled in me a gratitude for those who serve. Like say my dad served. I have uncles and cousins that have served, and I am very grateful for those who serve our country. So thank you to all of you. Again, I don't see anyone commenting that they personally served, but it would be cool to see if anyone is on right now that is a veteran, or are you married to a veteran, or was your dad a veteran, or your mom a veteran? So I'm coming up over the freeway, but again, I don't have to get on the freeway, so I'm not in traffic. Christine's gonna be grilling with her daughter. Mary Ann said her adopted dad was in World War II. That's cool. That's awesome. And my brother was in the Marines. My dad was in the Navy. That's cool. Ty, you're right. Vicky does want me to be safe. Ty's the one encouraging me to put my seatbelt on. Christine says she doesn't wear her seatbelt for short rides either. It's a bad habit, but when I get to town, to our little teeny town, we pull off the freeway and I immediately take off my seatbelt. It's just, I didn't grow up in a home that we use seatbelts, which is crazy. My mom had 10 kids, and I remember her feeding a baby as she drove. So there'd be a baby nursing and the kids all over the van, and none of us in seatbelts. It's amazing how life has changed. Okay, I'm excited to show you what's going on down here. But keep telling me, who else is a veteran out there? If you are, thank you. Meg says both of her parents served. That's awesome. Our car growing up, there were no seatbelts. Yeah, isn't that crazy how things have changed? Okay, so when I say I'm wrapping up irrigation, we've still got it until 2 o'clock today. But most of the stuff has gotten pretty wet and good. But I have this piece of metal in here and over there. So I'm trying to back this up so it'll go out. It won't go uphill unless I push it uphill. Okay, Marilyn says my dad was a merchant marine, World War II, nephew in the army, no war. Many uncles are veterans. God bless your family for all of their service. Ty says his brother was in the Air Force and later in the Army Reserves. Pamela, my husband was in the Army. A brother was in the Navy and a nephew in the Marines. There's just so many great people that have served us so well, and we may not even realize it. Okay, so as I put that dam in there, it backs it up enough that it pushes it kind of uphill. So this is my uphill pasture. It's not way uphill, or else I couldn't get water up it. But it's uphill enough that I have to back it up to push it that way. On the other hand, this is downhill, and so the gravity has already watered that, so I put in the dams, and by a dam I just put in that's some sheet metal that I put in front of it, or there's just an old piece of wood. So I just slow it down enough that it can back up, and then you can see it's being pushed uphill. And then I'm also sending water this direction. I mean, I'm not sending it, but as it gets high enough, it overflows. And again, this has been watered, but I'll send it down this direction. Right there. Laurie says, my dad was in the Army, my brother was in the Air Force, and my husband was in the Marines. You've got them pretty much all covered. That's amazing. Dad and my husband both waited for me they wait for you in heaven. Well, God bless them, and aren't we grateful that we know that we'll see them again. Myrna says, we used to irrigate in Northern California just like you do. Pretty cool. So I let it come through here, comes out, and then down this direction. And let's go see how that's watering. Well, guys, happy Memorial Day. Hope you have a wonderful one. And veterans, thank you for your service to our country and to me personally. I wouldn't enjoy this lifestyle that I enjoy if it wasn't for people that have given their lives for us to enjoy the freedoms we have in this great country. Okay, so down here, it's kind of pooling up and spreads out. And I'm just kind of seeing how it's doing. It looks like it's kind of getting everything wet. The more I can get the water to spread out, the better I'll have grass. And on this other side of the fence, it's still going down. Sorry, I'm just taking you with me. On irrigation days, I get in lots of steps, and my car, my truck, my old ranch truck, my farm truck, gets in lots of miles just going back and forth between pastures. But okay, so just taking you down. Looks like we've got water all the way down. Well, anyone else on that hasn't told us what you're gonna do today? Do you get to hopefully take the day off and do something enjoyable? Okay, that was weird. I don't know why my fence was totally broke. I gotta fix that. I don't want that impaling a horse. So when I get off, I'm gonna tie that up. So then it keeps going down there. And keeps going. So Maryland says a family cookout. Alan, is irrigation in southern Arizona or just northern? It's all over Arizona. All over Arizona that is blessed enough to have it. Not everyone has these systems in place. Carol's gonna work in her yard. Meg's mowing, planting raspberries, and just getting caught up on yard work. Sounds wonderful. I love those kinds of days. Well, guys, seriously, I don't know what caused this to be out like that, but that's dangerous. So I'm gonna fix that before I forget. So have a great day, guys. God bless and happy Memorial Day. Hope you have a wonderful one. And if there's a veteran in your family, please, or a friend, make sure you tell them thank you. And Laurie just subscribed to Meg's channel. That's awesome. Go check out Meg's Little House in the Country. She's a pretty awesome lady. Well, guys, have a great one. God bless.